Hello, everyone. Welcome to the final part of our series, Speak English Without Pausing. If you've listened to all the previous episodes, first of all, congratulations. You've spent time learning, practicing, and improving your English. That already shows something important. You are serious about becoming a better English speaker. Today, we're going to bring everything together. This isn't just another lesson. It's a reminder that fluency isn't a destination you suddenly arrive at. It's something you build every single day through small, consistent actions. Maybe you're still making mistakes. Maybe you still pause sometimes. Maybe you still feel nervous when speaking with other people. That's okay. Remember where you started. If you're speaking a little more confidently today than you did a month ago, you're making progress. And progress is what really matters. Let's spend this final episode talking about how you can continue improving long after this series ends. Fluency is a habit, not a talent. Many people believe that some people are simply good at languages. They think, she's talented, he's naturally good at English. But here's something important to remember. Behind every fluent English speaker, there are hundreds of hours of practice. No one becomes fluent by reading one grammar book. No one becomes confident after memorizing one vocabulary list. Fluency comes from using English again and again. Think about riding a bicycle. The first time you tried, you probably felt nervous. You might have lost your balance. Maybe you even fell. But you didn't quit. You practiced. One day, riding a bicycle became natural. You didn't think about every movement anymore. Speaking English is the same. At first, every sentence feels difficult. Later, your brain starts creating sentences automatically. That happens because of repetition, not because of talent. So never tell yourself, I'm not good at English. Instead, say, I'm still learning. That one small change in your thinking can make a huge difference. Build a daily fluency routine. People often ask, how long should I study English every day? The answer isn't as important as another question. Can you do it consistently? A simple 20-minute routine every day is much more effective than studying for 4 hours once a week. Here's an example of a daily routine. First, 5 minutes. Think only in English. Describe everything around you. I'm sitting in my room. The weather is cloudy. I have a cup of tea beside me. My phone is charging. Don't translate, just think. Second 5 minutes. Read something aloud. It could be a short news article, a children's story, a podcast transcript, or even your own notes. Focus on speaking clearly. Don't rush. Read with confidence. Third 5 minutes, talk without stopping. Choose any topic, maybe your favorite movie, your family, your hobbies, your plans for the weekend. Speak continuously for 5 minutes. If you forget a word, explain it. If you make a mistake, continue. Don't stop. Final 5 minutes. Listen to natural English. Choose a podcast, a YouTube video, an interview. Listen carefully. Then repeat some sentences aloud. Copy the pronunciation. Copy the rhythm. Copy the emotion. This daily routine may seem simple, but if you do it every day for 6 months, your English will improve in ways that might surprise you. Don't chase difficult words. Sometimes learners think that using advanced vocabulary makes them sound fluent. Actually, fluency comes from speaking naturally. Imagine someone says, I commenced the preparation of my nutritional consumption. That sounds strange. Now listen to this. I started making dinner. Which one sounds more natural? The second one. Don't worry about using impressive words. Use words you know well. Clear English is better than complicated English. People remember conversations. They don't remember how many advanced words you used. Learn to enjoy conversations. Sometimes learners treat every conversation like an exam. They're worried about grammar, they're worried about pronunciation, they're worried about making mistakes. Because of that, they forget to enjoy talking. Remember why people have conversations: to share ideas, to tell stories, to laugh, to learn about each other. English is simply the tool. The real goal is communication. The next time you speak English, don't ask yourself, did I make any mistakes? Instead, ask, did the other person understand me? If the answer is yes, then your conversation was successful. What to do when you feel stuck? Every learner experiences difficult days. Some days, words come easily. Other days, even simple sentences feel difficult. That's normal. Don't let one bad day convince you that you're not improving. Progress isn't always visible. Think about planting a tree. You water it every day. For weeks, nothing seems to happen. Then one day, small green leaves appear. Your English grows in the same way. Every practice session is like watering that tree. Even when you can't see the progress, your brain is learning. Trust the process. Keep going. Speak before you're ready. Many learners tell themselves, I'll start speaking when my English becomes better. But here's the truth. Your English becomes better because you speak. Imagine someone who wants to learn swimming. Would reading 10 books about swimming make them a good swimmer? Of course not. Eventually, they have to get into the water. English is the same. Books help, videos help, courses help, but speaking is what creates fluency. Don't wait until you feel completely ready. Start now. Celebrate small wins. Many people only notice big achievements. I passed an exam. I got a new job. I became fluent. But there are many small victories worth celebrating. Maybe today you answered a question without translating. Maybe you understood an English video without subtitles. Maybe you spoke for 2 minutes without stopping. Maybe you learned 5 useful expressions. These are all signs of progress. Celebrate them. Small improvements create big results over time. Your final speaking challenge. Now I'd like to give you one final challenge. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Choose one topic. For example, my dream vacation. Now speak for the entire 5 minutes. Here are some questions to help you. Where would you go? Why do you want to visit that place? Who would you travel with? What would you do there? What food would you try? What places would you visit? How would the trip make you feel? Keep talking. If you finish one idea, start another. Don't worry about mistakes. Don't stop. When the timer ends, listen to yourself. Ask these questions. Did I communicate my ideas? Did I keep talking? Did I use simple English? Did I stay calm? If the answer is yes, then you're becoming more fluent. Remember these 5 lessons. Before we say goodbye, let's review everything we've learned throughout this series. Lesson 1. Don't chase perfection. Communication is more important than perfect grammar. Lesson 2. Think in English whenever possible. Simple thoughts become fluent speech. Lesson 3. Use the English you already know. Don't wait until you learn thousands of new words. Lesson 4. Practice every single day. Consistency always beats intensity. Lesson 5. Never stop speaking because of fear. Every mistake is part of learning. Every conversation makes you stronger. A message for you. Before we finish, I'd like to leave you with one final thought. Imagine yourself 1 year from today. You meet someone who speaks English. Instead of feeling nervous, you smile. You answer their questions confidently. You share your ideas. You tell stories. You laugh together. The conversation feels natural. That future isn't created by luck. It's created by the small choices you make today. Every time you practice for 10 minutes, every time you describe your day in English, every time you watch an English video, every time you speak instead of staying silent, you're building that future version of yourself. Remember, fluency doesn't happen in 1 week. It doesn't happen in 1 month. But if you continue practicing, one day you'll suddenly realize something amazing. You're no longer translating every sentence. You're no longer afraid to speak. You're no longer pausing after every few words. You'll simply be having conversations. And that's what fluency really is. Not speaking like a native speaker, not knowing every word in the dictionary, but expressing your thoughts clearly, naturally, and confidently. Goodbye for now. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope this series has encouraged you to believe in yourself and to enjoy the process of learning English. Remember, every fluent speaker was once a beginner. The only difference is that they didn't give up. So keep practicing, keep making mistakes, keep learning, and most importantly, keep speaking. Your English journey is just beginning, and every sentence you speak brings you one step closer to the confident, fluent speaker you want to become. Thank you for listening. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye and happy learning.